What's up, everybody? And welcome back. We're back after a big hiatus. This is the P&L show. I'm Leo. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Like that one song, Here We Go Again.
Exactly.
That's a song, right?
Yes,
All right,
that is
so
a
this is
song.
going to be a little different. With Corona and everything, we're actually trying this out online. So me and Leo are actually in a Discord call, but we're recording our audio separately so you guys don't have to deal with the Discord audio because sometimes this thing do be pretty bad.
Exactly. But obviously, it's been a while because of the Corona situation. So we haven't really, had the chance to do this. And now we're doing it through Discord. So
But I
it's
mean,
crazy.
Discord's lit, dude. It's better than having Skype.
That's true.
So I know everyone's wondering, like, what has the squad been up to? The dynamic duo. How's quarantine for us? What do we think of
Oh,
everything that's
I
going
got
on in the world?
a lot of shit has happened to me. I'll tell you. Like, you want me to start? I'll
Yeah, you
start.
can start, dude. I know you're itching to say
Okay.
something.
The one thing, the first thing that even amazed me, and I was like, holy shit, is okay. When we were going to the gym, I weighed myself before we started going. Just if I gained anything to have something in reference to and shit.
Oh,
And I was
damn.
like, What are you gonna say?
I don't even remember you telling me this. I remember you telling me. Well, I won't spoil it, but I remember you telling me something about your weight. But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember you saying you weighed yourself before.
And then I weighed 119. Think about that. And then I
Damn, you were
checked
lighter than me.
And then I checked probably like 2 weeks ago now, and I weigh 149. So I
Damn.
gained a whole ass basically 30 pounds just in quarantine. That's quarantine weight, baby. That's
That's
quarantine.
that muscle weight. We were getting our muscle weight before we got quarantined.
And I still look sexy. You know what I'm saying? Jesus.
Hell yeah, do you do?
What you been up to, huh? Huh?
Well, I mean, I still am kind of working out. I'm doing home workouts because I kind of was in the similar situation where I gained like 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I would always fluctuate between 130, 140. But then the other day, like my whole family was weighing themselves, and I was like, why not? I'll weigh myself, and I was 150. But
Holy
like you
shit.
can't really tell. Like when you look at me, I still look the same.
Yeah. Yeah, like, well, I feel like I can actually tell because I got a little bit of a belly now.
Like a
So
lonja.
it scares me a little. I feel like I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? Jesus.
Gotta start doing those home workouts.
Damn, well, Peps, I'm gonna vote for Kanye, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna vote for Kanye.
Dude, the whole political stuff that's been going on is pretty insane. Like with the Black Lives Matter, the what else has been going on? The election, the coronavirus.
That shit is nutty, bro. Oh,
I can definitely wait. What?
did you see the clip of Kanye floating around from like yesterday or something?
Oh, he was saying something about Harriet Tubman never freed them. That she like took them and they went to work for white people.
Yeah, something like that. And
I
then
was like,
everyone was like, "Wait a
what?
second,
I was like, Kanye, you good?
that's fucking." I don't know. Like I always knew that fool was a little bit like crazy and shit. But when he said that, I was like, no way anyone's gonna vote for this fool if he actually runs. If he's being serious and shit.
He had like a breakdown too, like he was crying, but I don't know exactly for what reason.
He had a breakdown.
Yeah, like there's like pictures of him like tearing up, and then there's videos of it too. But I don't know exactly why. But I saw a lot of people saying that why would you vote for him when imagine if he's behind office with all these like mental issues, he
That's
probably
true.
wouldn't make the best decisions for the country.
That's true. And I mean, I wouldn't consider myself like a, super political person. So I'm not going to speak into all the shit that's going on in the political scene. But I just don't think Kanye as president would be a smart move. But that goes to show if he does become president, that goes to show you really don't need any type of fucking experience. All you need is money. And then that's it. Because
And
Trump proved
power,
that
some
shit.
sort of power.
Exactly. So here we go, 2020, huh? What's in
2020 is
store
over, bro.
2021, bro? What's in store 2021?
Recovery, tbh.
Hopefully,
I think 2021 will just be that like year where everyone maybe finally is affected by everything. I mean, we're being affected by it now, but I mean, people will finally like have opened their eyes. Of like, okay, so maybe what we did in 2020 wasn't a good idea. You know, maybe we should have listened
yeah,
because
cause
they're for sure not listening right now.
there's too much crazy shit, bro. Like what you mentioned earlier, I think about the Black Lives Matter protests and stuff.
Oh, dude,
That
that's
whole
probably the
week,
biggest thing that's going on besides Corona.
that whole week was just nutty, bro. Like and the thing is, they made it worse for everybody, cause when I think it was the first day that it took effect, that like curfew thing, and it was around like 8, and I told Yoshi, I'm like, hey, let's go get a munchie meal because I was fucking hungry. And we went, and they were fucking closed. And then we went to the Burger King across the street, closed too. So I'm like, no fucking way, now I can't eat because of these dudes. So, fuck. And it was like a
Well,
week, no? It was like a week long or
no,
something
well,
like
I
that.
think it's still going on actually, to my knowledge. It's just that the media stopped covering it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another thing. Like you can't really ever trust the media because, while I was doing my own research during the whole event,
Yeah.
and these fools only ever focused on all the negative stuff that was going on. Like all the protests were not all of them were actually violent. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they tried to mix in the looters with the protesters, which was like definitely wrong. The
Yeah.
looters were just taking advantage of like the protests because it
Yeah.
was a sort of like opening to be chaotic, especially because everyone was so angry.
Mm-hmm.
So they just said, "Yeah, you know what? I want some free stuff."
That's just ridiculous, bruh. Like
Oh,
when I
you know,
saw that,
when you
uh
saw
huh.
what?
No, like when I saw that whole thing, like I saw the protest of like that George Floyd, and I was like, okay. And then it got worse to where I think they burned like a auto zone and shit. But then when it got to people stealing like Louis Vuitton bags and shit, I was like, what the fuck is going on, bruh?
Oh, and the FBI had put out a statement saying they're gonna investigate all the looters and they're gonna deal with it once everything's over. So I
So
don't
good
know if the
luck, huh?
looting was worth it, bro. I hope it was
That's
worth it.
that's gonna be a fat rip, bro. To anyone who fucking stole some shit.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm fine with the protest, the peaceful protest, but when
Mm-hmm.
it starts getting violent, like they start burning stuff, destroying things,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm like, it, it it's hard to talk about too because some people will argue like, oh, it's because they're angry, they tried peaceful protest and you guys had a problem with that, so what's the difference between them getting more aggressive, right?
Yeah.
And I honestly don't have a way to counter argue that because it is a good point, but from what we've seen in history, violence is never really the answer.
Never,
At
you,
least, I don't think it is. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm just like not looking at history deeply enough, but
yeah.
sometimes it gets rough. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
You're like, I lost track of what I was trying to say. Shit.
yeah, I had a point, but I kind of just lost it.
No, but yeah, that shit was. And the thing is, I honestly thought it was only gonna be like a maybe like a 2 day thing, but I remember that shit lasted. I don't even know, probably like 5 days, and I was just like, nah, because I basically had to. Or one of the days was when you came. You came over, and then you had to leave early because that's when we got the alert saying like, "Oh, it's curfew."
Oh
So we were
yeah,
like, "Oh, we gotta
so
drop you
just so
off."
you guys know, like Leo and I were actually hanging out during one of the days the protests started to spike up. Like it was actually affecting people and people were going crazy.
Yeah.
Because in LA it was pretty hectic.
Oh hell yeah,
LA
bro.
they actually brought the military. I saw like pictures and videos of them setting up shop at Staples
Mm,
and Leo and I were hanging out for like out of coincidence. It's the one time we hang out,
and
and
there we
then
go.
we
Huh?
all get a text at the same time saying like, "Hey, so we're putting a curfew at about I think it was like 7, I
Mm-hmm.
want to say, and like I think it was about 6:20 when I was at his house. So I'm like, so I gotta dip,
Now you gotta
guys.
go. Yeah. I was fucking. And no, guys, we don't hang out too often. Okay, we're still where there's a quarantine going on. So we're not going to the beach and shit.
Yeah, we ain't
And
partying. We're
no,
not like doing anything against the quarantine.
the only place I go is to get food and to come and I say I just come back and fucking eat. That's about it. That's as much as I go.
That's pretty much all I do. Like if it's not studying or doing like a hobby, it's just gaming or watching a stream, watching anime, and
Yeah.
yeah. Right now I just finished the class too, and I'm debating about this business class. Like I was gonna tell you this off stream or off
Mm-hmm.
podcast, but I'm like kind of second thinking about whether I want to take this class or not.
Why? Why? Scared?
No, it has nothing to do with being scared. Well, for one reason, I don't need this class. This was kind of just for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm kind of considering putting more time into my hobbies more because, I've been in the school for quite a while now. I've been grinding it out.
Yeah.
I think I deserve a break at least before the fall semester starts where it's going to get a bit more work pressed onto me.
Yeah.
So I might do that because I want a chance to kind of just enjoy myself, work on. Oh, so, well, I was going to mention this in the podcast a little later, but work on like YouTube videos, work on the streaming,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and then there are other hobbies I'm trying to pick up. Like, I bought a coloring book. I'm starting to color more. I'm practicing my Spanish, so I want to kind of dive into those more and
Man,
not have to
coloring books are
focus
the
on
shit,
school.
bruh. Coloring
Oh,
books
dude,
are
I
the
bought this
best.
really nice one. Like, I'll send you a picture of it, but it's like this Disney one, and it
Mm-hmm.
looks so cool because it shows you how the picture should look like in the left with all the
Yeah.
colors, and then you get to color it on the right, so you get to replicate it as best as you can.
Oh shit.
And
Coloring
I
books are
thought it
my
was really cool.
shit, bruh. I literally, I think when I was younger, every time I went to the dollar store, I always bought some fucking coloring books, like always. But with the chafita ass Crayolas, though, so those shits fucking sucked. But
They're not that bad.
you know what fucking surprised me one time when I
What?
figured out that some of the Crayola boxes came with like a Crayola sharpener. I was like,
Really?
what the fuck? Yeah, there's like a Crayola sharpener, bro.
I didn't know that.
And yeah, I didn't know that till like recently, or at least I think it's a sharpener because I think it's like on the side of the box or something. You put it in and just twist it, I guess, to just make it a little sharper. But that's nuts. That's nutty.
Every time I hear someone say nutty, I just think of the joke with the rat acorn and Smite.
Rat ache. What's the joke?
Huh? No, it's because you know how he got his rework?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are always like, oh, rat is nutty now. Like the pun.
Um, he's nutty because they're
Yeah,
rat.
yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. For another update, I've pretty much been playing so much Smite. Like, I've literally just lost my life to it. Leo can attest to that.
Yes, that is fucking true. I can't get this guy to play anything else. Or he plays a game for like 15 minutes that I tell him to play, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna go back on Smite. And then he hops back on fucking Smite, leaves me alone.
It's pretty much all I stream and make videos on. But hey, I'm gonna make Dragon Ball content soon because I know Leo always bothering me.
You
He's like
know
to
it.
play any fighting game
You know it. That's true. That's facts.
because he
Oh,
knows that's the other genre of games that I actually do commit to when I'm really enjoying it.
well, I'm glad that you're consistent again on YouTube. Because I think I mentioned in an earlier podcast that I used to watch your videos, and then obviously you stopped for a bit. So I was like, fuck, because I always watched your videos when I would eat or take a shit. And yeah, now I got content basically almost every day. I can fucking take a dump and watch you fucking kick ass on Smite and shit. You know what I mean?
or get clapped.
I guess I was gonna say, or get your ass kicked.
Yeah, I want to try to keep a balance between the two so people aren't like, oh, you only upload whatever you win. So that's why
There
I'm gonna
you go.
start uploading them even if they're bad. Like I do have a video in mind already that I'm gonna upload where, it was almost a comeback, but we still lost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just want to make sure I have a good balance because I also made sure that I would do that in fighting games because then people would probably use that same argument like, oh, what about when you lose?
Yeah, that's true. And another update, bunch of updates. Pabs, that game he said he was playing Smite. That's the name of the game. He joined
Oh
a
yeah,
sub league. It's a competitive thingy, and you got fifth, so that's
yeah, I
good.
got fifth place. Well, that's another thing. Like, I was actually surprised how during the whole sub league, I was getting some good feedback and views on Twitch. Like, I
Yeah,
think I capped at about 5 or 6 viewers. I know that doesn't seem like a lot to some people that are listening to
yeah,
this, but that's a lot for me because
yeah.
to think that 5, 6 people were like, "Hey, I'm gonna sit here for the whole stream and watch and talk to you," that's pretty cool.
And this ain't no short stream, ladies and gentlemen. These fucking Smite matches can go on for no lie, like up to a fucking hour.
Oh
So,
yes.
so it's a
And it is
long time.
draining sometimes. Like it's just like, cuz it's one thing to play for that long, but it's another thing when you play that long and you lose.
Exactly, bro.
Because it's
Because then you
like,
just
dang,
feel
I
like you
put that
wasted.
whole hour just to lose.
Exactly, exactly. And I mean, I was like when you joined the sub league and you told me you got fifth, I teared up a little bit. I was like those dads when your kid graduates and you start tearing the fuck up because you just started playing Smite like a couple months ago, and now look at you, soaring higher than I ever thought. Past, look at you.
You're like little bird fly. Watch me be in
Exactly,
like the minor league someday.
exactly.
Or
That would
just
be
start
fucking
popping.
crazy. Uh, and then what else? What else? What else has been going on? So the
I mean,
as everyone knows, the virus has gotten even worse than it
yeah.
was initially. So good job, United States.
Yeah,
I'm proud of
guys,
you.
here, round of applause for
Round
y'all.
of applause, guys.
Thank you
I'm
for
proud of you.
making things worse. I love y'all.
I'm proud of you because I knew it was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. But everyone's like, just God.
Oh, it's like what you said. I think it was yesterday when you saw a post of, I don't remember who said it, but they were like, "Oh, we have a vaccine in the works," and you said that like I've been hearing this for like the last 2 months, and I still don't see any results.
Because that's facts. Like no bullshit. Probably the first month that the virus was even a thing, I remember reading an article saying like, oh, new trials show like promise for like a vaccine. I've literally been seeing that at least once a month, if not more, since this shit started, and now it's just getting worse because the smart people are like, let's go outside. They're letting us out now. We're good. And now look at what's going on and shit.
And people just not wearing masks either. It's
Exactly.
just
And
so annoying.
it's what I told you, bro. It's like people go outside, they don't give a fuck until they get sick. And they're like, I believe in you, God. Please save me. Please. I'm sorry. Like, what? Like, could you not have thought that this was a bad idea ahead of time? But, you know, hopefully this shit gets better so that we can get on with our shit. I've been trying to go to the beach, but I can't. Um, Fuck, man. This is ruining everything.
It- and then like when I see these videos and pictures of people at the beach with no mask, I'm just like, you're part of the problem, bro.
Hmm.
And I just hate it.
Jesus Christ. And then the fucking fireworks situation. There's been so many fireworks. Like, what
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck, man?
dude. Every night I'm like, what are you throwing fireworks for?
Like, you would think 4th of July would have been enough time because I've been hearing fireworks since like the start of the fucking year. And now I would have thought that the people around my neighborhood that are popping those fireworks, 4th of July would be the day that they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna pop all of the ones I have. But nope, the next day at like 2 in the afternoon, I hear another one. I'm like, what the fuck? Stupid shit.
I don't know, dude. People are just mental.
You said your block was
But
going off for 4th of July, no?
oh yeah, dude. Like they had the whole like those huge fireworks you see thrown at the stadium. Yeah, they were throwing those over here. Like you just hear the all the loud noises
Mm-hmm.
and all the
Yeah,
cars just going ham because of the fireworks.
yeah. I don't know if I told you that we went to 4th of July with Yoshi's family, like to celebrate that shit over there or whatever. And when we were on our way back and we were on the freeway, literally everyone, well, like a shit ton of people on the freeway just stopped on the side to take pictures of the fireworks and shit. They were causing so much traffic, and I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Just stop to take pictures and like just watch the fireworks. But there was so many people that if the cops came, it's like they can't get all of us and shit. And I'm not gonna lie, we stopped by there a little bit to watch them. But that 4th of July was nice though. It was nice to celebrate something during these dark times. You know what I mean? Fucking bullshit.
I don't know, dude. This just the whole fireworks. I just don't get it. Like
Mhm.
I think it's just because of the whole coronavirus. You
Mhm.
know, being like, oh, people don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
So I guess, but it still doesn't make it okay to do it every single day.
Mhm.
Like at this point, I'm just fed up. Like I saw all the TikToks and videos of people saying like, just stop already.
Yeah.
But people still do it. And I don't get it. I'm just waiting for these cops to roll up and just arrest them or give them a ticket.
For real, huh? Like fucking I don't even understand. Like, where do you go to get all these fireworks and shit before 4th of July? They have like the hookups, but instead of weed, they're like, "Hey, yo, let me get a pack of fireworks, the big ones though."
The other thing that I think people don't realize is if that firework don't go right and it hits a house, what are you gonna do?
For real, huh? You just run, bruh. You run.
It's like, oh, so you're just gonna easily destroy someone's house for that? Well, not just one house, probably like, because it's always in the neighborhoods with like apartments.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what are you gonna do with all the people you just like ruined in there?
For real, huh? And then
So
there's always like a shit ton of fires. I can't tell you how many ambulances I heard for 4th of July, bruh.
I don't remember. I just, or maybe they could have been ambulance because they sound the same as the cops.
For real, huh?
So I can never tell. I'm like, is that an ambulance or is that just like a cop car, like chasing somebody or putting someone
Yeah.
over? I don't know.
Um, I picked up a hobby, ladies and gentlemen. I am a skater boy. Well,
Yeah,
not
like the
really, not
song, dude.
yet. Not yet, Um, I was watching a couple videos. I wouldn't call it a dream of mine, but since I was younger playing like the Tony Hawk games, I've always wanted to like just learn a couple tricks and I never committed. And I tried when I was like in middle school, but I fucking did like try to do a trick and I fell on my head and it scarred me ever since to get back on. So I recently got on a board again, and if it feels nice. Can't do any tricks yet. I've done an ollie a couple times. Um, I've eaten shit probably like 7 times total. Some worse than the others, but it's nice to have a hobby during this quarantine because I want to go out. That gives me an excuse to just go to the backyard right here.
Have I ever told you that I tried skating too?
No, I know you've told me you've gotten on a board, but I didn't know you've tried skating.
Yeah, this was like in freshman year of high school. I actually had a board. I don't know if I still have it, but I remember having a board that my mom bought for me because
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I want to get into skating. And at the time, Fayo was a skater. So, Fayo is one of my best friends for the people listening.
Mm-hmm.
He was a skater, and like he would always do all his tricks and stuff. So I was telling him to teach me, and I probably tried for like one day, and then after that, I never tried again.
That shit is fucking hard.
It is hard.
Oh,
But
nah.
even I don't even think Fayo skates anymore. He just kind of like cruises on his penny board.
Penny boards are nice.
Yeah, I would still
Uh,
get a penny board, like 100%, just to cruise.
did I ever tell you the story when I ate shit on a penny board?
Oh no, you haven't.
Okay, this is a juicy story. Well, not well entertainment for you guys, but fucking painful experience for me. Um, well, I went skating. Well, I bought one. It was I think I was like in eighth grade. Yeah, I think eighth grade, and I was skating with my friend Ramon, and we were because he had a penny board too. I forgot where we cruised to or where we were going, but we were by this fucking hill. It wasn't even like a really steep one, but I was like a noob at skating or like even balancing on the board. So we started going, then I picked up some fucking speed, and a rock caught
Oh.
onto the wheel, and that shit went like, and I like flew forward. No, no, no. Actually, I fell backwards, so I don't even know how that happened. And I ended up slamming like my ass, like my tailbone area, and like my back on the fucking concrete. And I like rolled like once, and that fucking hurt. I like crawled to the sidewalk because I was in the middle of the street. I crawled to the sidewalk, and obviously I didn't show him my ass. But later when I got home, I checked my ass, and it was all like purple. And then some of my back had like a scratch. And why the fuck did you giggle there? I heard that shit. Ah, so funny, me in pain, huh? What the fuck? You're still laughing? I said that so you'd stop laughing and see your mistake. Jesus. But anyways,
It
that
was your
happened.
reaction that made me laugh, not the fact that you were in pain.
Anyways, that happened. And I feel like that also contributed to me not wanting to get on the board for a while again. Because I literally think that was the last time I cruised around on a board. Because I was like, fuck that. That shit hurt like a bitch.
Hey, you gotta get back on that horse.
It wasn't a horse, it was a skateboard. What
You
the
know what I
fuck?
mean.
Yeah, I've tried. Let me see. I don't think we ever did a podcast of like childhood stories of us getting injured and shit, have we?
I don't think so. I like
Hmm.
to hear you in pain.
Uh, good one. I got a couple more stories for you.
Alright, I thought you were gonna say I got a couple questions for you.
Oh, well, I got one more story, and then I'm gonna let you share a story, and then I'm gonna say another story. We're just going back and forth here.
Then
Okay.
shouldn't I start first since you just shared one?
Okay, then fucking go. Go.
Well, let me think if I could remember one right off the bat. I mean, I can remember when I almost drowned.
What the
Like,
fuck?
I've almost drowned twice. The
Jesus.
the first time was that's funny to hear because I can swim now.
Mm-hmm.
But this was like after we ran the marathon. Like one of my coaches took us to this like waterfall. But it wasn't like a super huge waterfall. It was kind of like a corner you see in the woods, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's like this kind of big waterfall. The lake there is kind of huge, like pretty deep,
Yeah.
and there was like a part you could go up to the waterfall and then just slide down, which is what a bunch of us were doing.
Yeah.
And I remember I was with my girlfriend at the time, and her shoe fell into the waterfall, and she's like, "Go get it for me," and I was like, "Well, okay." And then I was like, "Yeah, swimming is probably easy as hell. I could probably like."
Oh no, you didn't, bro. No.
I was like, "This is there ain't nothing to it." And then so I dropped down, and then right when I tried swimming, I actually was not able to swim, and I started drowning. And then my coach just, oh no, I remember I was scared to drop. So before I actually dropped, I was scared because I was like, I'm not fully sure I can swim, but I think I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when one of my coaches was like, he's like, "Hey, Paulo, you know what? I'm gonna jump with you, okay? He's like, we're gonna jump together. I'm gonna make sure you're safe. Don't worry." And then he was like, "Okay," and he just jumped, and then I jumped, and then boom. But the other bad thing that made it even worse is because I landed under the waterfall, so that thing was just going ham on my head.
Oh no, look at this man.
So it started freaking me out, and I started panicking. And
Oh
then my
no.
teacher was, since he was there, he was able to grab me and be like, "I got you, I got you." He's like, "Calm down, it's okay, I'm here." And then they
Jesus.
helped me out of the water, and then yeah,
This
that was what happened.
that's a scary story. That wasn't just a little childhood story and shit. You almost died, bruh. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, the other one was at the beach, but that's because I stepped in a pothole, so there's not much to that story.
You stepped on a pothole.
Yeah, like so it's something you'll see at the beach where like you're randomly just stepping in the sand, and then like you just step in something like super deep, and then that's what happened to me, and my leg got stuck, so I couldn't get out easily,
I see.
and that was at the beach.
Jesus lordy. Fucking. Okay, well, I got another story for you.
A
This
near
is
death experience.
this is just like a dumb story because I did some dumb shit as a kid. It was no
I'm
one
not
else's fault but
surprised.
my. What? Did you just say, bitch?
Hey, tell your story. The audience is
Okay,
waiting.
so do you know what a milk crate is? Because I feel like
Milk
I
that
need
you
you
put
to
into
know.
a crate.
Look at this fucking guy.
Yeah,
Do you know what a
right.
milk crate is?
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? It's a crate and it has milk in it.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like those crates that have like holes in it, like a bunch of holes.
Yeah.
And okay, so I got in there when I was a kid, right? And I think I was with my cousin. Yeah, I think I was with my cousin,
And then
and
you
he.
thought you were milk?
Hey, hey, what the fuck? Don't interrupt when I'm talking, okay? What the shit? I got in the crate. I sat there, and then my cousin tied a rope to one of the fucking holes.
What the?
And then I was like, I got a good idea. Fucking spin me. So he started spinning me, and we started moving closer and closer to a tree. But I didn't fucking notice because I was like, I'm having fun. I'm spinning and shit. And I end up fucking slamming my head on the tree, and I pass out, bro.
Whoa,
And
what the?
and the only thing I remember, obviously, I'm guessing he was like freaking out, like holy shit, I killed him or something. But the next thing I remember, I was inside already with like an ice pack on my head, cause fucking there was like a big ass bump, and then he was just like, "Oh my bad," like fuck, like he was just apologizing and shit. But that was the first time I probably ever got knocked out, but not by a person, by a fucking tree. That's a good story, huh?
And then the
Right?
next one was because I knocked you out.
Ah, what the fuck, bitch?
uh, I'm trying to think of another childhood story I had that was like interesting to talk about. Because I mean, there's the drowning, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's a time when oh, I have one. This is with my brother. I don't know if you've ever seen my brother's forehead, but he has like this little mark, and that's
Mm-hmm.
actually my fault.
Oh, I gotta see that.
So,
Why?
cause oh, he was standing on like a cobija, and
Mm-hmm.
then this was like when we used to live like in a super, like this was like when I was super young. This was like by the Marielas Tacos, the one by Normandy.
Yeah.
And so I pulled the blanket while he was standing, and he trips and he hits a nail, and it hits his forehead.
Oh shit.
So it makes like a hole there, and he starts like bleeding like crazy.
What
And
the
then
fuck?
I don't remember what happened after, but I just remember like I got in huge trouble for it. Like my dad got the cincho and he just went ham on me.
He got the cincho.
Yeah, dude. He was just like, come into the room. He's like, I gotta talk to you, and he just has the belt in his hand.
Look at this man, bruh. You
And I,
almost killed your own bro. How do you feel, huh?
what? Hey man, I
Jesus.
said I was sorry.
Actually, a similar story happened, but in but not to me, to my brother Matthew, and it happened because of my cousin. Cause we were like playing outside, and we have like a, what is that shit called? Like
A swing,
no, no, no. Like, what's the word when you have like that one place outside your house that you could chill, like in the front of your house?
a porch,
There you go,
patio.
porch. We have like a kind of a porch shit going on here in my house, and we have some like bricks right there in the grass. I don't know why we have them there. I guess it's just so we don't step on the grass because we used to have the mailbox closer to the house. Now it's like by the fence, and what's it called? Uh, so we were playing like on the porch and shit, and I don't know why. Like I already kind of forgot the whole story, but point is she pushed Matthew or like accidentally bumped him, and he fucking hit his head on the ladrillo, like literally right on the forehead. And that's why he has a scar too, because he started fucking dripping blood, bro. And everyone was freaking out that this motherfucker was gonna die. And we took him to the hospital and shit. And then they did what the doctors do, and luckily he was fine. But that shit was fucking scary. He literally looked like if you ever seen the movie Carrie when they put like paint all over her or whatever, or blood. She looks
Oh
like
yeah.
that. That fool had blood all over his fucking shirt, his pants, his face. It was fucking scary. That's not really a
Damn.
funny story. It was just it was intense. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to ruin the mood. Fuck.
All right, I think we need some uplifting here. Hey, Leo, I hate you with all my life, dude. You suck. Smell my armpit.
What? How is that uplifting? It's uplifting you. What about me, pussy? Hmm?
Hey, say something then, huh? What you
You
gonna do?
suck ass. And I can't even. I would go off, but the fucking I don't know. I didn't set up my mic as properly as I thought, so I don't want this shit to spike all stupid. You see, because I care about you, because you're gonna post it later, and I don't want you to go through the trouble. You
Yeah,
see?
that's right. You better keep me
Shut
in
the
your mind.
fuck up, man. Jesus
uh,
Lord.
oh man, dude. You
I
know what
went
I've
like
been really enjoying lately though?
what?
Music. Music has been a good medicine for me lately, just to chill and vibe with.
Yeah, music's nice. I mean, I haven't really listened to it much during quarantine, but it's always wonderful.
I
You know what I'm saying?
recommend you take some time and just listen to music. Get
Oh
some
no, I
tunes in.
actually I listened to After Hours, but that's because it came out during this whole quarantine shit. So that I had to listen to that. Just I was like lying in my bed and shit. It was a little sad. I was about to cry. You know what I mean?
Just cry then. Let it out.
Hey, what the
Weekly.
fuck? What the fuck you say?
No, I usually every morning when like I get up and I start going to my desk to do like homework or any side projects I got going on, I always have music playing or a podcast playing.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like my me time. Or sometimes when I'm just taking a break, then I kind of just surf on YouTube, watch some videos, like music videos,
Yeah.
or just have an album playing.
And then fucking oh,
Then I
cause you
come back
said
and play Smite.
ah no. I'll start with that shit. Oh, cause you just said podcast. That's crazy how it's not really relevant to anything, but Joe Rogan is now with Spotify because I'm guessing they offered this motherfucker a lot of money,
I know.
a lot of juice.
Hopefully Spotify sponsors us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real, huh?
Imagine one day this
Maybe.
podcast just blows up.
Hopefully. At this point, when it comes to shit like being a YouTuber and Twitch and all that shit, it's kind of just luck. If it grows, then you're fucking you're blessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I just do it for fun. Like I enjoy it, and once I don't enjoy it anymore, I'm probably gonna disappear, like I
I'm
did
probably
the
gonna
other times.
disappear. Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely have disappeared.
Yeah, but yeah, fucking the I hope we fucking get big, and that way I can fucking get us all tickets to go to Dubai, and we're gonna fucking ball out. You know, I'm not really, I'm not trying to get rich to get no Ferrari and shit, but I'd want to at least have one fancy ass fucking trip. But I would never go skydiving. I'll probably get you guys tickets to go skydiving,
No,
and
I'll
I'll
take
just
you
watch
with
from the
me.
bottom, you pussy.
Nah, I'll get you to go with me, dude.
Get you? What the fuck?
You can dive
What did
with
I?
me.
What did I tell you and Franny? I said the only way you'd get me to skydive was it skydive? Yeah, was if you give me $1 million. Or no, I think that was for Six Flags, but it's same with skydiving. If you give
There
me a
you
million
go.
dollars, or if you drug me, because there's no other fucking way I'm willingly getting on that plane.
Well, that's it. I just have to keep grinding, get the money, and then just give it to you.
What the fuck?
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
So
Look
yeah,
at this
guys,
man.
just remember you heard it here first. And you said if I give him $1 million, it will be my choice of whether he goes to Six Flags or skydiving.
Uh,
And
uh,
actually, you know what? I'd rather
mm-hmm.
get you to go to Six Flags because they have that ride where it's almost like you're skydiving, the one where it
I'm straight.
slingshots you,
Fuck you.
and I'll put you on that one. So
Okay.
I'll get the best of both worlds. I'll put you on Drop a Doom. I'll put you on every single ride there.
Okay, well, you heard it here first, guys. So if this fool ends up making it big on YouTube and shit, I'm leaving the fucking country and I'm hiding. I'm fucking hiding.
Well, I'll be rich, so I could just go and find you. I'll just
Look at this
hire
man.
some people to come investigate all the countries and tell me
Look at
your
this man.
info and just
Yes.
drag you back.
Who the fuck you think you're the president? You can't just send somebody to go look for me.
Yeah, I can.
The fuck?
If I have enough money, I can.
Look at this man.
Uh, all right, well, I think that's a good place to end it off with some fun, some jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And we had some updates for you guys. Hopefully, the I'm gonna try my absolute best to make this audio sound as good as possible. You know, we're
Yeah.
both are limited with what we can do at the moment, so
Yeah,
hope
and
you can forgive us.
oh,
These podcasts will also only be on YouTube for the time being, with the whole Corona being all complicated and stuff. So, I mean,
mhm.
be sure to check our socials for any updates. I usually tweet out if there's any updates for this, so follow
Yeah.
me. Follow Leo. Leo doesn't use
Yes.
Twitter as much. He just looks at it for the memes. But
The memes are fucking gold.
but is there anything you want to say, Leo?
No, just what you said earlier that uh I'm not too tech savvy, so I'm sorry if my mic sounds like shit. I'll try to adjust it when we do the next one if it does sound like shit. And yeah, we'll be coming back soon. Try to be more consistent with it, and that's about it.
All right, guys.
You know?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you guys soon. We will do our best to have these back at once a week. We won't have a
Yes.
specific day. We would
Yes.
just have it once a week. But we will always let you guys know when it's up from our Instagrams or Twitter or wherever it is we decide to do it. But we'll always
Hmm.
let you guys know.
Alrighty.
All right. Thanks, you guys, for watching. We'll see you in the next podcast. This has been the P&L show. This is Pablo, and this is.
Leo.
And
Peace out.
bye. See ya.